Hi, this is Gene Triplett, entertainment editor for the Oklahoman and NewsOK.com, and I'm here today with Assistant Entertainment Editor George Lang and entertainment writer Brandy McDonald to take a sneak peek at this weekend's Weekend Look entertainment section of the Oklahoman for February 20th. And the big cover story this week, of course, is going to be our Oscar predictions.
Absolutely, it's like a ritual for us. I mean, we get together and we kind of hash these things out, decide who should win and who will win. And of course, you do it, Brandy does it, Matt Price joins us on this. Of course, I'll be doing it as well. And it's a nice little sort of like clip and save for readers, because they can take this along to their Oscar parties and they can kind of follow along, see how well we did in our predictions. See if their predictions match ours, and it's something I look forward to every year. I think it's always a really fascinating project for us to work on. I'm always fascinated to find out what you guys thought too, because a lot of times we don't necessarily talk about these things beforehand, and then you look at these when they finally get into the system and we're going through the editing process. Oh, really? Yeah. So it's pretty cool stuff. I like it.
It's a great opportunity for us to debate.
That's right.
So.
Do we all feel confident about our predictions this year?
Sort of.
As much as you ever do. I mean, it's so hard to tell what voters are going to do, what goes through their mind.
I'll tell you that Best Actor's vexing me this year.
Yeah.
I mean, because I had such assurance that it was that it's going to be Mickey Rourke just a couple of weeks ago, and then the SAG Awards came through, and Sean Penn won. So who knows? I mean, it's up for grabs.
It is. It's a
I may
tough
just
call.
throw a dart
really is.
at a dartboard with supporting actors. I may just put all 5 of them up there and just.
That'd probably
eyeball
work.
that
I'll
sucker.
stay out of your way.
Yeah. Well, Brandy,
Good plan.
Brandy, you've got an interview with the writer-director of Frozen River, one of the nominees.
Right.
Tell us about that.
Right. This is a great movie. I think you just saw it. It was one of my favorites of 2008. Very, very independent film. We're talking a film that was made as a short film originally by Courtney Hunt, the writer-director, who was nominated for Best Original Screenplay. This was something that was made as a short film, and it took her something like 3 or 4 years to collect enough money to even make it as a bare-bones, shoestring budget movie. And it was filmed, kind of on location up in upstate New York, and you've got actors and actresses, including some who'd never acted before, who really underwent some really pretty harrowing conditions to tell this really great story about these 2 desperate single moms who get involved in illegal immigrant smuggling, basically. And it's a great story. It's also a great underdog story. It's nominated for 2 Oscars, along with Courtney Hunt. Melissa Leo is nominated for Best Actress in it. So it's a great story. It's a great film, and it'll be interesting to it's interesting for people to read what she had to say about the experience of making the movie.
All right, we can look forward to that in this section as well. Also, this weekend, if there are people out there that would rather get out and do something, maybe hear some music rather than sit home and watch yet another award show, even if it is the Oscars. Yeah. The Pretenders are coming to Tulsa, to the Brady Theater Sunday night, Oscar night. I have an interview with Martin Chambers, the original drummer and the only surviving founding member of the Pretenders, along with Chrissie Hynde. And it's kind of an interesting conversation because the Pretenders' most recent album, Break Up the Concrete, Chrissie chose to use famous session drummer Jim Keltner instead of Martin Chambers. They went into the studio and recorded it and never even gave Martin a phone call.
Oh, wow.
But it's kind of interesting, because he says you have to have a thick skin to work with Chrissie Hynde.
Right.
And
Sounds like.
And it's been like this apparently over the years, but he still loves her. He still loves making music with the Pretenders. So Chambers will be with them on the live tour. And he'll actually be recreating some of the drum work that Keltner did on the album.
Oh, okay. Well,
So that'll be
Keltner
fun.
is an amazing drummer. I understand why she'd want to work with him, but Chambers has always been so intrinsic, I thought, to the sound of him. But that album is really strong.
It is.
I mean, I don't think anybody was expecting something so energized from Chrissie Hynde as this album. It's pretty amazing.
Oh yeah, I think it's the best thing she's done in at least 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and she's one of the great rock and roll singers.
Sure.
One of the great female rock and roll singers that we have. So definitely worth a drive to go and see her.
Absolutely. So there's an alternative to the Oscars. But if you're going to stay home and watch the Oscars, you can also check out George and Brandy's live blog and live chat during the Oscar ceremonies this Sunday night. It starts at 7 p.m. on ABC.
That's right. We'll be there.
So, meanwhile, be sure to check out the Weekend Look section of the Oklahoman this Friday, and we'll talk to you next week.